Greetings from beautiful Ukraine. I want to tell you just the recent events over the last 2 days. It's now Tuesday afternoon, and on Sunday we were returning from the east, and we'd spent a terrific time of ministry in the churches with the injured soldiers, with the refugees, following the recent new front opened by Russia, which was defeated, by the way, and it was hard work. You know, we drove a long way. We spent a lot of time in the Kramatorsk region and Sloviansk and all those areas, and then back through Donbass, and it was wonderful ministry, but hard work. It was 41 degrees there, and there were explosions, and people told us of the suffering and destruction, and a lot of sadness, but a lot of wonderful ministry is going on there with the churches. Pastor Victor in Good News Church, his son Edic, and his brother in another church nearby. Wonderfully brave people doing a fantastic job, never swerving from the mission that God has given them. And so we travelled back to Kiev, and we thought, well, the temperature will be lower in Kiev and things will be quieter, there won't be the rockets. So we got back late on the Sunday night and settled down to relative peace. Well, on yesterday morning, I was on a phone call to Stephen Orban, one of our trustees, and I said things are quieter here. I'd just finished the call with him, and there's a huge explosion, the ground shook, and then followed by smaller ones, and we found out that only a short distance away, the children's hospital had been deliberately attacked, and this is one of the best hospitals in Europe, if not the world. It's the largest in Ukraine. It covers children with cancer and other serious illnesses, some of the best doctors in the world there, and it had been deliberately attacked. And it was only about 7 minutes from my apartment, and we drove there, myself and Pastor Pasha. And I'll tell you something, I often speak about the spirit of the Ukraine people, and it will never be broken. Recently, Ukraine has destroyed a lot of Russian ammunition dumps, and last week they did one just 50 kilometers inside the Russian border, and they've destroyed ammunition dumps and fuel dumps and refineries, and it got Putin very angry. And this is their logic. If you try to defend yourself against our wishes, we will kill your children. That's the bottom line, my friends. That's what they did. You can wrap it up any which way you want, but that is the truth. But you know, you won't break that spirit that God has given the Ukraine people. And there were crocodile lines, people passing bricks, doctors and nurses, surgeons, and people from the street, young people, older people, all passing bricks away from the debris covering the victims. And then there was another line of people, same thing, but they were passing bottles of water to the rescuers. And it lifted my spirit, and it reminded me of Galatians 6:9 and 10, where Apostle Paul says, "Never grow weary in doing good, for at the right time we will reap a harvest if we do not grow weary. Therefore, as we have opportunity to do good to all, especially to those who are of the household of faith." And that to me means our pastors, our deacons, the people working in the churches, they need your help and prayers too. And sometimes we think they're invisible, but they're so important to us. And it's so important. And then there's another scripture, James 1:12, said, "Blessed is the man who perseveres under trial, for the Lord will give him the crown of glory." And Ukraine is persevering under trial, and they will never cease doing good, never grow weary. And we've got to partner them in that, continue until this fight against evil is complete and this evil is defeated. I thank all of you for supporting this work and ask you to continue. because without your help we couldn't do it. Without the world's help, Ukraine couldn't do it. But you know, they're in a very, very small way, they're like the bully in the schoolyard. If no one confronts them, they'll carry on and carry on and carry on. And Russia must be stopped before they do this to you. God bless you all. Thank you.